Hello everyone, I am Upasana Taneja. So you have clicked on this video, that means you want to learn algebra, right? So today you will not get disappointed because I am going to tell you the meaning of each and every term, okay? So that you don't forget algebra now onwards. You will say that I know algebra. We are going to learn from the very basic to advanced level, okay? So if you are in grade 7 or grade 8, then this package is for you if you want to learn algebra. Okay, so we will start from the very basic term called constants and variables. Though these terms like constant and variable, they look heavy but they are not. So now if I write some numbers here, 2, 3, 4, up to so on, or any other number, like I write 100 or 1000, the numbers that you cannot change. Can you change 5? If I say I have 5 fingers, can you change 5? No. 5 cannot be changed. This counting, whatever we do, this cannot be changed. This is fixed. This is constants. That's why these numbers are called constants, because their values are fixed. They cannot be changed, right? Okay, after that, have you seen x? I'm not talking about your x, right? What is x? X in whatever question you do. Suppose I'm saying what is the value of 1 plus 5? Find that. What is the value? So something that is unknown, that is known as x. Usually we do represent it with x, but it can be represented with any letter of English alphabet like A, B, C, D. Okay, x's value will change in every question. In some questions you will get x is this, in other question you will get as x is this. Okay, so if x's value is changing, that means x is not fixed, x is not constant. What is x? X is varying. If x is value of x is changing, it's varying, then that means what is x? Then x is variable. If its value is changing, it is not constant, then it is a variable. So that means these alphabets x, you can use x, y, z, a, b, c, generally these things we use, these are called variables. Okay, so these are constants and these are variables. From here we start the algebra. Okay, now we know, because this is the basic, we should know the meaning of constant and variable. Okay, after that we come on these questions. After every topic we will do some questions for revision. Okay, so our first question is identify which are constants and which are variables. Okay, so first is 12. You tell me, can you change the value of 12? No, 12 is fixed, right? So 12 is a constant, right? X. What is x? X's value can be changed, right? So this is called variable. So I will write, now onwards I will write C for constant and V for variable. Okay, minus 5 is constant, Y is variable. What is 3.14? 3.14 is pi, right? Pi, it's an irrational number. Pi, this is also constant, so it is a constant. And then we get z. Z is a variable. Okay, so likewise if I give you anything else as well, you can tell whether it is a constant or a variable, right? Okay, so this was easy, right? So if you are liking it, do press like button. Okay, after this we have algebraic expressions. You say algebraic expressions or you say polynomials. Okay, first of all I will start with algebraic expressions only. Okay, if you combine, you know what, in algebra as well you use same symbols like you use in arithmetic: plus, minus, multiply, division. Like you add arithmetic, you add constants, algebra as well uses these symbols only for addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Okay, So a combination of constants, variables and operations is known as algebraic expressions. That means if I write 2 and I subtract and I write a variable, what is this now? This is an algebraic expression, right? So if I write 3, I multiply, I write a variable. This is what is this? This is algebraic expression. So these type of structures where we have 2 minus x, I have 4 plus x, I have 5 divided by z, something like that, where I combine constants, variables and operations are known as algebraic expressions. Okay. So here, what do we have? We will do questions now. Question is, write algebraic expression for first 5 more than a number x. 5 more than means if I say I will give you 2 kroner more than your brother. Okay. So what will you get? Suppose your brother is getting 5 kroner and you are getting 2 more. So you will get 7, right? 5 plus 2, 7. What did you do for more? You added. Likewise here as well. 5 more than x. So that is x plus 5. Because for more than we add, for less than we subtract, right? Okay. Here it is. Question B is product of y and 7. What is the meaning of product? Product mean when we multiply. Okay. Y multiply 7. And you generally write it as 7y. Okay. Y times 7 you can write. Because generally when we write expressions, what do? We write constant term first and then variable. So instead of writing y cross 7, this is also right. You can write this as well. But what do we write? 7y. Okay. Okay. If you think the speed is slow, then you can just do the speed faster. Okay. You can do that. But I want to teach it slowly so that everybody understands it. Okay. Okay. Here we have C part. 3 less than twice a number z. Okay. 3 less than, that means you will subtract 3, right? From what? Twice a number z. Twice mean 2 times z. So 2z minus 3. Are you getting it? 3 less than 2 times z. Okay. If you are understanding, do tell me in comment section. Okay. After this, we have question number 3 now. Evaluate the expression 3x plus 5 when x is equal to 4. So we have what? 3x plus 5. They are telling us what is x? X is 4, right? So 3x means 3 multiply x. Whenever I teach this in school, students generally ask, what is the meaning of 3x? 3x. 3x means x, you added x 3 times, or you can say 3 multiply x. So when you don't see any expression, any operation here in between, so you will say it's multiplication. It is 3 multiply x plus 5. Okay. 3 multiply. What is x now? X is 4, right? So 3 multiply 4 plus 5. So what is 3 multiply 4? According to BODMAS or BADMAS, what will you solve first here? You cannot add first and then multiply. You will multiply first and then add. So what is the answer? Answer is 17. Okay. So now we have another topic, second topic. First topic was fundamentals, where we learned about basic terms, constants, variables and algebraic expressions, right? Now we have classification of algebraic expressions. Okay. So first thing we have, what are terms? Terms. What is term? Suppose I write an algebraic expression. This is an algebraic expression, 5x plus 3y minus 7. This is an algebraic expression because in here you are combining constants, variables and operations. So this is an algebraic expression, right? What is term now? Term is parts of an expression separated by plus or minus sign. So in here, how many terms we have? We have 5x, this is a term, 3y, this is a term, and minus 7. Okay, so how many terms we have here? You will say we have 3 terms here. 3 terms. Okay, after that 4ab. Do you have any plus or minus sign here? No. So this is just one term. How many terms we have here? Only one term, right? Now here, you see here, okay? What do we have? 2x square. We have minus 3x plus 5x minus 1, right? This is little bit tricky. You will not say this is 1, 2, 3, 4, we have 4 terms. You will not say that. Why? Because we can see these two terms, 3x and 5x, are like terms. Though I haven't told you now what are like and what are unlike terms, I will introduce it further. But I'm just telling you here that these are like terms which are same. Same means they are like, okay? Like 3x, 5x, they are like, okay? 3y, 5y, they are like. But I say 3x and 3y, they are not like. The variable part should be same to become like terms, okay? So here they are like terms. So if they are like terms, you will not count them as different terms. What do? In such cases, you just add them first. Okay, now you will say it's very hard to add them if you are in grade 7. Minus 3x plus 5x, they are like. Okay, okay, now you remember integers. Minus 3 plus 5. What is minus 3 plus 5? Minus 3 plus 5 is plus 2. So because you have here minus 3x plus 5x, it will become 2x. Okay. X you will write as it is, and minus 3 plus 5 is 2. Okay. When we add integers, how do we add them? I will write 4 examples here. Suppose you have 5 plus 3. Okay. You have minus 5 plus 3. You have minus 3 plus 5. You have minus 3 minus 5, right? When you add integers, what do you see? You see the sign of integers. I will tell you the two methods to add integers because it is important to know addition of integers while solving algebraic expressions, okay? Here, what is 5 plus 3? Both are positive signs, so you will add them. And now, when we add or subtract integers, okay, integers, then what do? I will write two rules here. When signs are same, you add, okay, and put that sign only, and put that sign only. Second rule is when signs are different, you subtract, okay, and put the sign of larger number. How? Here signs are same, plus 5 plus 3, so you added and wrote their sign only, plus 8. If you see here, minus 3 minus 5, signs are same. 3 is negative, 5 is negative, right? It would become minus of 8. Because when signs are same, what do? We add, right? Now you see these two cases. Here we have minus 5 plus 3. Here we have minus 3 plus 5. In both of these, signs are not same. Here 5 is negative, 3 is positive. So signs are different. Here 3 is negative, 5 is positive, signs are different. In such cases, what do? You subtract. What is the difference of 5 and 3? 2. What is the difference of 5 and 3? 2. Now what will the sign of 2 here? In this case, if I see the larger number is 5, right? What is the sign of 5? Negative. In this case, if I see larger is 5, what is the sign of 5? Positive. So answer is plus 2. Are you getting my point? Okay, we will do it further as well. Here now we have 2x square. I will write minus 3 plus 5 is plus 2x minus 1. So how many terms we have now? 1, 2, 3. So we will write 3 terms. Okay, we were adding terms. Okay, so now we know these things. After that we come on polynomials. What are polynomials? Because algebra is nothing but polynomials only. Okay, so I just told you about terms, right? That terms, a algebraic expressions have terms, right? So if an algebraic expression has only one term, then that is known as monomial. What? Monomial. That is called monomial with only one term. Okay, like 5x minus 3y squared 7. This is monomial because it has only one term, mono. Okay. Second is binomial. Bi means two terms when you have only one sign in between. So if I write 3x plus 5y, this is a binomial. Or I write 3x plus 5. This is a binomial because it has two terms. One term, two term. When it has two terms, then it is a binomial. When it has three terms, then it is a, yes, trinomial. X square plus 2x plus 1. This is a trinomial. Okay. X square plus 2x plus 1. Something like that. Okay. Or 5x plus 4y minus 7. It is also a trinomial. Okay. Next we have polynomial. What is polynomial? In general, we cannot name all these like expressions differently: monomial, binomial, trinomial, and quadromial. No, we just say them polynomials. Whether it is a monomial, binomial, trinomial, you say them polynomials. They all, polynomials is like their dad. Okay, they all come under the category of polynomials. Okay, in general we say them polynomial, but we should know if it is one term it is a monomial, if these are two terms it is a binomial, like that. Okay, so now question number 5, what do we have here? Classify the following as monomial, binomial, trinomial, or polynomial. Okay, now they are specifically saying that we need to tell them whether it is a monomial or not. So we will say 7x. It is, how many terms are these? Just one term. And it is one term. Yes, you know now. It is monomial, right? Now how many terms? 1, 2. Then it is binomial, right? 1, 2, 3. It is trinomial, right? Now only one term. So again monomial, right? How many terms this has? 1, 2, 3, 4. It is polynomial. More than 3 terms we say polynomial. Otherwise all these are polynomials. Okay. Now we have question 6. This is a homework for you. I want you guys to comment in comment section, and if you are liking it then tell me in comments. If you have any doubt, ask in comments. I will try to answer all the doubts. Okay. So next we have like and unlike terms. Okay. What are like terms? I just introduced up there as well that what are like terms, but now we will explain again. What are like terms? Like terms means terms with same variables. Like here we are writing 3x and 5x. So if I write 3x and 5x square, are they like? No, because x, we have the same variable x, but these terms are not same. X and x square are not same. So these are not like terms. These are unlike terms. The terms which are not like, they are known as unlike terms. But why do we use these concepts? Usually we use this concept for addition and subtraction. We just pair them up, pair all the like terms and then we add them. Okay. Let's see here. So unlike terms which have different variables or different powers are unlike terms. Okay. So we do question number 7 now. Identify like terms from the list. Okay. First, 5x. Do we have any other x? This 2x, 8x. Okay. So I will write 5x minus 2x and 8x. These three are like, right? Now we have 3y, okay, and then 4y and then minus y. These are like terms, right? And then we have this 7x square. Do we have any other 7x square term? No. So we have like three pairs, you can say we have three things of what? Like terms, okay? So what do we have next now? We need to group the like terms and simplify, okay? So, okay, now we will group the like terms. How? I will write all x terms first. 7x and then minus 2x and then minus x. I wrote them together. Plus 3y plus 5y. We have 5 terms in this expression. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wrote 3 terms together and 2 terms together. Why? Because I want to write like terms and unlike terms separately so that I can simplify them, right? Okay. Now I will simplify this. How will I simplify? If you have 7 minus 2 minus 1, how do you add them or how do you simplify them? What is 7 minus 2 is 5. 5 minus 1 is 4. First method is this, that you do go left to right. Another method is, if you have 7 minus 2 minus 1, you see the signs. They minus 2 and minus 1, they have same sign, right? So minus 2 minus 1 is minus 3. You just solve them first. Now what is 7 minus 3? 4. So this is 4x, right? Plus, what is 3y plus 5y? Variables are same, right? Y and y. So you just add their coefficients. Okay, by the way, I didn't tell you about coefficients. These things are known as coefficients. So I am writing 3y. I will ask you, what is the coefficient of y? You will say it is 3. Okay, the constant number with any variable, it is known as its coefficient. Okay, so you just add coefficients. 8y. This is the answer. Okay, now you tell me, what is the coefficient of x in this term? So you will first add and then tell me the coefficient. So coefficient of x is 4. Okay. Next we have difference between expression and equation or polynomial versus equation. Now we have another very important topic. If I write something, if I write 4x plus 2, what is this? 4x plus 2. 4x plus 2 is a polynomial or equation. You know what is an equation? As the name suggests, equation. Whatever we have, like we have a polynomial that has equal sign, that becomes equation. If it is a polynomial, it never has equal sign. So suppose I write something 5x plus 9 and I say solve this equation, then you will say no, this is not an equation. What is this? This is a polynomial. Okay, a polynomial does not have equal sign. Okay, so 5x plus 9 is a polynomial, but if I write 5x plus 9 equal to 15 or I write 14, then this is an equation because it has an equal sign, right? Okay, so key difference is expression has no equal sign and equation has equal sign. Okay, so now I have what? Let me change the color. Okay, question number 9. Identify which are expressions and which are equations. You can easily tell now. Does it have equal sign? No. So this is an expression. Okay, or you will say polynomial. This is an equation because it has an equal sign. And this is an, yes, you know now, I know that, expression. and this is an equation, right? Okay, next question number 10. Convert the expression 7x minus 2 into an equation. This is an expression 7x minus 2. This is a polynomial into an equation where the value equals 19. So 7x minus 2 equals 19 and the done. Answer is done, right? So I hope you are getting it. Do subscribe to my channel if you are getting it. Do share with your friends and do comment and ask your doubts if you want to. Okay. Okay. You know what? On my channel you will find many Maths Olympiad questions as well. So you can practice those questions if you want to. Otherwise, if you want to learn something else, you can just tell me in comment section. I will make a separate video on that topic. Okay. Here we have operations on polynomials, right? First thing, I just told you earlier that likewise we do in arithmetic. In here as well, in polynomials we can add them, we can subtract them, multiply them and divide them. And today we will learn everything, how to add, subtract, multiply and divide polynomials. Okay. Yes. So first example number 11. Okay, when we need to add polynomials, what do? We add like terms. Okay, here we have 5x plus 3 plus 2x plus 7. I will group like terms together. So I will write 5x plus 2x, okay, plus 3 plus 7. They were grouping unlike terms together. I grouped like terms together. What is 5x plus 2x? You will say 7x plus 10 and this is the answer, right? Next we have 4y square plus 3y minus 2 plus 2y square minus 5y plus 6, right? Now again I will group like terms together. These two terms are like, right? 4y square plus 2y square. Then these two terms are like plus 3y minus 5y. Then minus 2 like constants. Okay. So we have minus 2 plus 6. Right. Now I can solve this, and this. Right. What is 4y square plus 2y square? It is, can I write here? 6y square. Okay. Plus, now what is 3y minus, I will not write plus here. First I will see what sign I need to write. 3y minus 5y. What is 3 minus 5? 3 minus 5 is minus 2. So this is minus 2y. Now what is minus 2 plus 6? Signs are different. Different sign you subtract. So this is plus 4 and this is our answer, right? Okay, next. 7a minus 2a. I am grouping like terms together. Minus 3b plus 4b plus 5 minus 1. Right? Okay. What is 7a minus 2a? 5a. Right? What is minus 3b plus 4b? Always see the sign. Sometimes, you know what students do? They just write this negative sign here and then they solve 3b plus 4b is 7b. That is the mistake they do. Okay. What do we need to do when we are solving b terms? Then we will see the sign of b terms. The sign of 3b is minus. The sign of 4b is plus. So it will become minus 3 plus 4 and that is plus 1b. I will write just b. 1b or b is same thing, okay? 5 minus 1 is 4. So this is our answer, right? Likewise, we will subtract as well, okay? In subtraction as well, we first group the terms. 5x plus 3. Now this is little bit tricky. 5x plus 3, I open the bracket. Now you can see there is a negative sign outside the bracket. Whenever there is a negative sign outside the bracket, what do? You open the bracket and change the sign. What is the sign of this plus this 2x? It's positive. It will become minus 2x. Okay. What is the sign of this minus 1? It's negative. It will become plus 1. So whenever you see that there is a negative sign outside the bracket, always change the signs inside. Okay. Now we will group the term. It will become 5x minus 2x plus 3 plus 1. What is 5x minus 2x? 3x. And what is 3 plus 1? 4. So this is our answer. Okay. Next, here 7x plus 5. Now open the bracket and change the signs because we have negative sign outside the bracket, right? Okay. So it will become 7x minus 3x plus 5 plus 2. Whenever we add or subtract, always group like terms. What is 7 minus 3? 4x plus 7. This is our answer, right? Okay. Next here 6y square minus 4y plus 3 because the first step is I will open the bracket. Okay. Minus 2y square minus 3y plus 5. I changed the sign. This 2y square was positive, it became negative. 3 was positive, this 3y, it became negative. Minus 5 was negative, it became positive, right? Now I will group the terms. 6y square minus 2y square minus 7y. Oh, let me group first. I started solving minus 4y minus 3y plus 3 plus 5, right? I wrote all like terms together. What is 6 minus 2? 4y square. What is minus 4 minus 3? Minus 7y. What is 3 plus 5? Plus 8. This is our answer. Now, can I give this question as a homework? Would you solve it and answer in comment section? Okay. Now we have multiplication of polynomials. How do we multiply polynomials? We need to see, are we multiplying monomial with monomial or monomial with polynomial, binomial with binomial? We need to see. We will do examples of all types and then I will explain you at that time only. Okay. First question. Here we are 3x is a monomial and 5x is a monomial, right? And we are multiplying a monomial with a monomial, right? I just wrote multiplication as this dot because I don't want you to get confused with the x and multiply sign, okay? Here, now you need to understand, whenever you multiply monomial with monomial, always multiply the coefficient first. What is the coefficient of this x? 3. What is the coefficient of this x? 5. What is 3 multiply 5? 15. Right? This is a tricky question now. When you were adding monomials or whenever you were adding like terms, what were you doing? You were just writing x as it is and you were just solving coefficients. Like if it was 3x plus 5x, you will just write 8x. That add the coefficient and write variable as it is. But you don't do this in multiplication. In multiplication, what do you do? In multiplication, you count how many x's you have. Okay, not those x's. How many x's you have? How many x are there? 1. Because x raised to power 1, we have only 1 x. If it was x raised to power 2, then I will say we have 2 x's. Okay. But here in both cases, x is 1, x is 1. So, x square. Okay. So, this is the answer. Now, second question. I want to give another example here. Suppose you have 4y multiply minus 2y cube. Can you solve this question now? What will we do? We will multiply coefficients first. Okay. What is 4 multiply minus 2? You will say minus 8. Right? Now, I told you, you just need to count how many y's you have. How many? Here you have 1 y. Here you have 3 y's. What is 1 plus 3? 4. So, this is the answer. Are you getting my point? Whenever you multiply monomials, you just add the powers of variables. Okay? We didn't used to do this in addition or subtraction, but here in multiplication, we add powers. Likewise, in division, we will subtract powers. I will tell you that as well when we will do division. But now here in multiplication, you need to understand that when we multiply, we add powers of variables. Okay. Now, second question. 4y multiply 2y plus 3. Okay. So, whenever you have something outside the bracket, you can see this bracket, right? You know what? You will 4y is outside the bracket. So you will multiply this 4y with this and this term, both. Okay. So I will write 4y multiply 2y plus, this is plus, right? So plus 4y times 3. Now, what is 4y times 2y? 4 times 2 is 8. Because you are multiplying, so you will add the powers. This is y square, right? Plus 4 times 3 is 12. Y. Y is only 1, so this is our answer. I hope you are getting it, right? Now, we are multiplying binomial with a binomial, right? X plus 3 multiply x plus 5. This is little bit tricky now. We are multiplying binomial with a binomial. So whenever you have this question, you first pick this x, okay? And then multiply it with the whole bracket, right? Then this is plus 3, so you write plus 3. Then multiply it with the whole bracket. Are you getting my point? First term multiply with this both the bracket, and then third 3 multiply it with the bracket. Now here x multiply x plus x multiply 5 plus 3 multiply x plus 3 multiply 5. Are you understanding? What did I do? I had x here outside the bracket. I multiplied this, I multiplied this x with the x, and then I multiplied this x with the 5 right here. Okay. So x times x is x square, right? You add the powers. X times 5 is 5x plus 3 times x is 3x. 3 times 5 is 15. Can we solve it further? Yes, because we have like terms here. So it will become x square plus 5 plus 3, 8x plus 15. So this is our answer, right? Okay, here we have another binomial with binomial, right? Okay, I will pick first 2a, multiply it with the whole bracket, right? Minus 3, multiply this with the whole bracket. Are you getting my point? Binomial times binomial, okay? Now this 2a, you multiply it with 4a first, and then this 2a multiply it with 1 then, okay? Now minus 3 with 4a, it will become minus 3 times 4a. Minus 3 with 1, it will become minus 3 times 1, okay? 2 times 4a is 8a square. 2 times 4 is 8, and you will add the powers of a plus 2a. What is 3 times 4a? 12a. Minus 3 times 1 is minus 3. Can you simplify this further? Yes, it will become 8a square. What is 2a minus 12a? It is minus 10a minus 3. This is our answer. Okay, I hope you are getting it, but you know what? For understanding it properly, you need to practice a lot. Math needs practice. Okay, you will yourself have to solve like so many questions. Then you will understand the concept properly. Okay, but you can obviously ask your doubts in comment section. Here we have another question. Here it is a binomial with a polynomial, or you can say trinomial. Okay. Now I will multiply this 3x with the whole bracket. 2x square minus x plus 4. And then this 2 with the whole bracket. 2x square minus x plus 4. Okay. Then you will multiply this 3x with this, 3x with this, and 3x with this, right? Then 2 with this, 2 with x, 2 with 4. And then you simplify again by putting the like terms together. right? I hope you can solve it. Solve it in comment section and tell me as well, okay? Otherwise, I will solve it, okay? Now, division of polynomials. How do we divide polynomials? Suppose you are dividing monomial with monomial, okay? Monomial by monomial. I will write one example here. I am dividing 6x cube by, I will give you a question, divide 6x cube by 2x. How will you write? You will write 6x cube by 2x, and then what will you do? You will first divide the coefficients. Okay, what is 6 divided by 2? Is 3, right? Then what do you write for for variable? What is the power here? 3. What is the power here? 1. In division, you subtract powers. It will become 3 minus 1. This 1 will go here in minus. So it will become 3x square. Okay. In division, what do we do? In division, we subtract powers. Okay. Now look at this question. We have 12x cube minus 8x square divided by 4x. This whole bracket needs to divide by 4x. So I will divide this term with 4x and this term with 4x. Okay. Now you divide first term. What is 12 divided by 4? 3. And x power, this is 3, this is 1. 3 minus 1 is 2. Done. Minus 8 divided by 4 is 2. And x raised to power 2, x raised to power 1, 2x raised to power 1. And this is our answer. Similarly, here we need to divide this bracket by 5y square. So I will separately divide all terms by 5y square. Okay. Now this thing you will get 3y square. Why? Because 15 divided by 5 is 3, and then you subtract powers. 4 minus 2 is 2, minus 10 divided by 5 is 2. Y? 3 minus 2 is y raised to power 1. That means y only. Plus this will cancel out and will become 1, and done. Right? Likewise, 6. Can you do this? This is your homework. The same question, the same trick, because video is getting longer now. That's why I'm giving you as a homework. But still, if you want to learn, you can just send me in comment section. I will solve it there. Okay. Okay. Next we have long division method. So now here we are actually dividing a trinomial with a binomial. Okay. So until now here we were dividing a polynomial with monomial. We were dividing with monomials. Now we are not dividing with monomial. Here we are dividing with binomial. So whenever you get such questions where you need to divide with binomial or trinomial, you use this long division method. Okay. And usually in grade 7 you don't have such questions. This is like a grade 8 or grade 9 question, but still I will explain it if you are preparing for Olympiad. So x square plus 5x plus 6. You are dividing this with x plus 2. Right? Then you need to write it this way. Okay. Now here, what do we see? First thing you need to know that you arrange according to the highest power. But this is already arranged. If it was like 5x here, then x square here, then it was wrong. But now we have highest power first and then the lower power, right? X square plus 5x plus 6. And here as well it is arranged according to the power, right? Okay, do you know what do we say to the power, highest power? That is called degree. So this is a polynomial of degree 2. Okay, and this is a polynomial of degree 1. Okay, degree 1 is known as linear polynomial and degree 2 polynomial is known as quadratic polynomial. 3 is cubic polynomial. Okay, so here we have x square plus 5x plus 6. We are dividing with x plus 2. I will see what should I multiply x with to get x square. I need to multiply x with x to get x square, right? So x times x is x square, that I will write here. But we have 2 here. So this 2 will also get multiplied with x. So 2 times x is 2x. Okay. Then we will subtract. Subtract this and this. Cancel out. What is 5 minus 2? 3x. And then this plus 6 we will write here. Now, next thing you will see, what should I multiply this x with to get 3? Only 3 plus 3. So multiply x with 3, you will get 3x. Multiply 2 with 3, you will get 6. And then subtract. When you subtract, you change sign, right? And then you got answer is 0. So what is your answer? Your answer is x plus 3 here, and we are done. This is how we do long division, or we divide when we have uh, binomials or trinomials in denominator. Okay. Next we have linear equations in one variable. Understand the meaning of term linear equation. Linear equation means when x to the power 1, right? X to the power 2 is quadratic, but we are not dealing with quadratic because in year 7 and 8 we will have, I think, only linear equations. Okay, so linear equations, 2x raised to power 1 plus 3 equal to 7 in one variable. One variable means like I have 2x plus 3. I don't have y here. If I write this equation 2x plus 3y, sorry, if I write this equation 2x plus 3y equal to 7, then this is a linear equation in two variables. But we are writing linear equation in one variable. So that means like this 2x plus 3 equal to 7, 5y minus, like in every equation you will get only one variable. Okay. And how? Now question number 17. Identify which are linear equations. Is this linear? Yes. What is the power of x? 1. Right? So yes. Here. Is this linear? What is the power of y? Highest power is 2. So no, this is not linear. This is quadratic. But we don't know the term quadratic. We will just say no, this is not linear. Okay. 7a minus 3 is 4. Is the power 1 or 2 highest power? 1. So you will say linear. Yes. 2z square equal to 10. What is the power of z? Not 1, 2. So not linear, right? Okay. So now solving linear equations. How do we solve? How do we simplify? Very first thing, when you have x plus 7 is equal to 12. Okay, who are family members here? You need to see. If you see here, 12 and 7 both are constants. They belong to constant family. Okay. And like you love to live with your family, right? Likewise, these members as well, these terms as well, they love to live with their family. Okay, so this 7 will go to his family member. Okay, we can do this in two ways. I will tell you both ways. Okay, so 7 will go with 12, and 7 will go to the family member to 12. And when whatever is positive will become negative when it goes to the other sign of equal sign. Whatever is negative will become positive. Okay. Whatever is in multiplication goes in division, and whatever is in division goes in multiplication. Okay. This is not that hard if you are learning first time. It will take time, but it will eventually become easy for you, very easy. Okay. The only thing is that you need to practice. Okay. So x is equal to 5. You know what? X always wants to live alone at the end. X is very selfish. X just wants to live alone. 7 was with X here. But X doesn't want to be with anybody. X will just send everybody apart from him. Okay. X will live alone at the end. So X is 5. Okay. Like here. 5 times X is equal to 35. 5X means 5 times X. Now X says, I want to live alone. So who is there with x? 5. But x will say go on the other side. Then 5 will go on the other side. But something that is in multiplication goes in division. So x is equal to 35 divided by 5. It will become 7. Okay. But these two questions I will do with another method as well. What is that method? X plus 7 is equal to 12. Right? subtract 7 from both sides because x is selfish. Because x wants to live alone. So he subtract 7. Whatever is there with x, we will divide or multiply or subtract, whatever we need to do, we will do that. Okay. So you will get just x here, and what is 12 minus 7? 5. Either you can do with this method or this method. Okay, that is up to you. Here you have 5x is equal to 35. X wants to be alone. X is selfish. So now we will divide both sides with 5 because only then we can take 5 away. Okay, and x will be left with x is 7, like that. Okay, so now this question, 3x minus 4 is equal to 11. Now first we will add 4 on both sides. Why? Because we want to make x lonely. Why? Because here if we add 4, it will cancel out and we will just be left with 3x. And what is 11 plus 4? 15. Right? Now x still has 3, but he doesn't want anyone. So we will now divide both sides with 3. It will become just x. And what is 15 by 3? 5. And done. You could have done it this way as well. Second method, we have 3x minus 4 is equal to 11. Now this 4 will go to the that side and it will become 11 plus 4. Right? 3x is equal to 15 because whatever is negative becomes positive on that side. Here x, 3 will go on that side in division. So x is equal to 5. So it's not that hard. Either you can do this method or this method, whatever you like. Okay. But the thing is, you just need to remember that x needs to be alone at the end. Okay. This question you will solve yourself. This is a homework for you. You will solve. You can click picture and post it in comment section, or you can solve it there as well. Okay. Okay. Now you have some complex questions. Question is, you need to solve for x. 4, okay, 4 multiply x minus 3 is equal to 20. When you don't have any sign here, you will write it is multiplication, right? So now whatever you have outside the bracket, you multiply that with every term inside. Multiply 4 with x minus 4 with 3 is equal to 20. So it is 4x minus 12 is equal to 20. Now it became that equation only with what you had earlier. 4x is equal to that 12 will go to that side, right? So 4 I will write here. 4x is equal to 32. Now 4 will go on that side because x wants to be alone. X is 8. Done. Okay. Likewise, here as well, in this question, what will you do? You have 7x minus 2, 3x plus 10. Can we put family members together? Who are family members? 7x and 3x are family members. So 3 was on right hand side, it came to his family and became negative. 10 and 2 are family member. Both are constants. Both come from constant family. So 2 will go there. It will become plus 2. So 4x is equal to 12. Right? And x is equal to 12 by 4 is equal to 3. X is 3. Right? Now, next question. We have x plus 3. X divided by 3 plus 5 is equal to 9. Right? Okay. X divided by 3. 5 will go to his family. 9 minus 5, right? X by 3 is equal to 4. Now 3 also wants to go to the right side to his family member. So x, 3 will go now in multiplication because here 3 was in division. It will go in multiplication. X is equal to 12. I hope you are getting it. If you are getting it, I need your support. Do subscribe to my channel, like the video and tell me in comments. Okay. Next, you will multiply these terms and find out x. Okay, this is a homework for you. So I hope you understood today's lesson. If this was good, you liked it, tell me in comment section and tell me what do you want to study next. I will make video on that. And for more videos on Olympiad questions on algebra and exponents and powers and any other thing, you can visit my channel. You will find many useful and important questions there that are useful for competitive exams. Okay, so please visit my channel. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.